beautiful people. Hello and welcome back to Vlogmas, where I'm uploading a brand new video every single day in August at 6 o'clock UK time. If you are new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because it really does help out my channel. And don't forget to enter my huge giveaway that is linked down below. I couldn't spit a word out then. It ends on the 31st of August on Bank Holiday Monday, so make sure that you get your entries in now. You can enter as many times as you want. All the rules and everything and the prize and everything like that is on the video linked down below, and it'll also be linked at the end as well. Today we're going to be going through my ridiculous MAC lipstick collection to the point where I've actually managed to put it into some acrylic storage and they don't actually all fit. I actually have a couple more left over. So let's just get straight into it. I'm going to do some swatches on my hand. I haven't decided yet. I might do it on my arm, my hand. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see where we get with it. I think what we're going to do to begin with is start with the ones that I originally started collecting. So they were more bright kind of colours. I used to be so much more into bright lipsticks in comparison to nudes and stuff like that. The lip that I've got on today is my favourite MAC combination ever. It's MAC Saw lip liner and it's also MAC creme cup lipstick in the middle, but we'll get to that later with more of like the nudes selection. Let's start with the bright stuff first. So I'm literally just going to go in any order. The first one that we have is Girl About Town. Girl About Town is a amplified finish, so it just looks like this, and that is what it looks like. Swatch, very, very bright, really nice and creamy though. But yeah, as you can tell, it's an out there colour. The next one that we have is another amplified finish. This one is in the shade Vegas Vault, which is more on like the orangey. It looks a bit pinky on camera, but it's more on the orangey kind of stuff, kind of bracket. As you can see there, I haven't worn these lipsticks for so long. The next one that we have is Ruby Woo, which isn't really a bright one. It's more of like one of the classic MAC lipsticks. It's one of their retro matte ones as well, so obviously it is a red one. Just looks like this. I actually don't even think I've used this one yet. I don't even think I've swatched it, but it is just a true red. Like if you want a very true matte red, then definitely go for Ruby Woo. Then we have the shade Impassioned, which was another amplified one. I must have clearly liked the amplified ones back in the day, which is more on the bright side but more pink. So we've had more of a purple one, a peachy one, obviously the retro kind of matte one with Ruby Woo, and then a bright pink. I think the next one is also a bright one as well. This is the Viva Glam Nikki Satin Lipsticks. This is one of the one of the ones that help to put towards money for HIV and AIDS, I think. I don't know if they've branched it out to anything else, but it's one of the Viva Glam ones. And I think this is actually my first ever MAC lipstick. And Blake bought me it. So this is just at the top. Oh my god, you can see it like looks luminous in the camera. Then we have Russian Red, which is again another obviously red one. This is a matte one. I'll put it above the other one just so you can see the difference with the two. So as you can see, Ruby Woo is more of like your brick red, like your true vibrant blue toned red, whereas Russian Red is more of your darker vampy, more Christmassy toned red, a bit darker than Ruby Woo. Then we have Mirand, which as you can probably guess is another amplified one, and it's orange. So let's put that above the other orange toned one that we had from earlier. And that is what Mirand looks like. Very, very bright, and yeah, I just used to be into bright colours so much more back in the day. I think we also have, we have this one, which is from the MAC Trolls collection. This is the Dance Off Pants Off lipstick. The packaging, obviously with it being a limited edition one, is a little bit different, a little bit funky. It's a frost lipstick in Dance Off Pants Off, and it is like a sparkly purple basically. I'm going to put this next to the Russian Red, and that's just what it looks like up here. you can see. With it being a frost one, I feel like with the amplified, they're very creamy and very, this is the pigmentation kind of thing, whereas the frost ones have the pigmentation there, but they're just a little bit, yeah, like frost, like they're a bit lighter, so they're not as in your face pigmented with one swipe, which is good when you want to kind of layer lipsticks as well, but it could also look really nice by itself as well. I don't know if I explained that very well. Then we have the shade Diva, which is another matte one. This is again a really, really dark one that I would recommend. Obviously you can wear lipsticks whenever you want, but one that I personally would reach for more in the like autumn wintry months when we're a bit more vampy. And that's what that one, that's what that one looks like here. With this one, I would recommend putting a lip liner underneath, because it can be, if you go over it, and it goes a little bit darker if you go over it a couple of times, but if you've missed any bit, obviously that bit will look a little bit lighter, so it might look like it's a bit funny. So I would recommend going in with a lip liner underneath that one. Next we have another amplified one. This is in the shade Chatterbox, which was one that you can tell, like that's literally all that's left. Was one that I used to absolutely love, and I would literally wear this on the daily. But it's not really one that I reach for anymore, because it is quite pink. You can see it up here at the end, and that's just what I used to reach for. Like that was just the kind of colours that I was into. The next one is a very bright one. This is another matte one. This is Candy Yum Yum. Candy Yum Yum has some balls, that's all I'm going to say. Let's put Candy Yum Yum down here. And this is what Candy Yum Yum looks. You can tell I was really into like purpley colours, like anything bright, I absolutely loved. We also have another Viva Glam one. This is the Miley Cyrus, and this again is an amplified one. And as you can probably tell, it's a bright colour. Let's swatch this one above Candy Yum Yum. So it's just up here. Looks a lot more moisturising with it being an amplified one compared to like the matte formula of Candy Yum Yum. I think this is our last dark one, I believe. Yeah, I think the rest I'm going to group together as like nudes and more wearable colours that I reach for now. But this is Whirl, which I actually have the lip liner for as well. I'm sure I have the lip liner for this. And I got this at like one of the designer outlets where you get like MAC reduced. And that is what Whirl looks like. So totally different kettle of fish to the rest of them. Obviously quite like a traditional, I'd say a bit of a warm toned brown. But yeah, that is Whirl, and that is all of my colourful / a little bit of my dark ones as well. Let's go into more of my nudes. Obviously a little bit of pink with Creme Cup. But more so the lipsticks I'm going to show you are ones that I would kind of only really wear with a lip liner. I think majority of them I prefer with a lip liner. Oh my god, look how intense they are. They've like stained my hand. Right, let me clean this up. I'll be back in a second. I think that's the cleanest I'm going to get this hand, to be honest. Right, let's go into more of my nude ones. So I'll start with Creme Cup, because that's the one that I've kind of raved about so far. So Creme Cup is a cream sheen finish. You'll find, obviously I used to love amplified, but when it comes to nudes, I just found typically I like the colours that are kind of cream sheens or satins. There is still an amplified one here and there, but the majority is kind of like satiny, creamy, frosty kind of lipsticks, because I want them to obviously be able to wear them with lip liners. So as you can probably tell by how little of this is left, Creme Cup is one of my absolute favourite lipsticks. I think if I could only be left with one lipstick combination for the rest of my life, it would be Saw and Creme Cup. I just find it goes with everything. Obviously it is a bit more pinky compared to like the brown nudes that I typically reach for, but it just goes with everything, and I find it really nice for like weddings or nice occasions, or when your outfit's just not really screaming like a certain colour or a certain vibe. I just find that this combination just makes anything pop. So that is what Creme Cup looks like. Next we have, oh my god, did you hear that noise? My heart is actually pounding. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear that in the microphone, but there was like a massive bang. Whew, I can't wait for the houses around here to be finished being built, because there's so many noises and I jump when I'm home alone. Anyways, next one up. Oh, I thought I put lipstick on my face then. Next one up is 101 Blankety. I'm just checking. This is a amplified one. So this one looks like this. You'll have seen actually last year I got a lot of MAC lipsticks for Christmas off my mum. But yeah, oh, it just goes on the skin like butter, absolute butter. Oh, beautiful. So that's Blankety. We also have Flesh Pot, which is a satin lipstick. You'll find from now on a lot of these are probably going to be very similar shades because that's just how I roll. So we also have this one. You can see like where I've got lip liner on it from where I kind of blend it in. Let's swatch this one next to it. This one is a lot more nude. It's a lot more nude. It's a lot more pinky toned than the last one. Next, which I think is probably one of my favourite, absolute favourites, nude lipsticks to kind of blend in with any lip liner really. I find it works really well with a lot of lip liners. And this is a satin finish. This is MAC Myth. And MAC Myth just goes with everything. It is really nude, don't get me wrong, like it is quite a nude colour. But it works really well with darker lip liners, so I find it's kind of one of your go-to ones. It's a bit more peachy toned than the last one. If it focuses, that'd be really nice. There we go. A bit more peachy toned, but it's just amazing. I just love it. We have another satin. This one is in the shade Brave. Brave just looks a bit like this. It's a bit of a darker one, Brave. One more so that I would be able to wear without a lip liner because I don't need that kind of contrast to not make it look like I've got concealer lips, if that makes sense. That's what Brave looks like on the top there. Then we have Half and Half, which is another amplified lipstick. I think I've only actually swatched this, you know, I don't think I've used it yet. So this is what Half and Half looks like. It looks absolutely brand new because I've only swatched it once. So let's swatch this. Oh, that is sexy. So that's what Half and Half looks like. More darker and a bit more browner than the other ones that we've swatched so far. Then we have Creme de Nude. This is a cream sheen lipstick. Again, a very, very, very nude one. I find if I want a nude that I don't want to be as kind of peachy toned as kind of Myth, then I'll reach for this one more so, and that's Creme de Nude. Let's do a little, I'll do a swatch next to Myth so you can see the difference between the two. So this is Myth here, which is a bit more peachy toned, and then next to it obviously is the Creme de Nude, which is a bit more, like it does look peachy on camera, but it actually isn't as much. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that is Creme de Nude. We also have a Bottom Friend, which is another cream sheen. I love this one when you want a really, really nude lip, but you want it to be more pink toned. So this is what it looks like up close. It actually matches my skin colour, quite similar. Let's do a little swatch of this one. This one is really, really light. Really, really light in colour. Don't know if you can see it there. I'm hoping that comes up on camera because I'm messing around with my camera settings at the moment, so I'm not too sure if I'm happy with it. Another one that I reach for quite often is Peach Stock. So Peach Stock is quite a satin lipstick and it is very peachy. So it looks like this. And compared to the other ones that we swatched, it looks a lot darker. So if you wanted maybe like a more peachy nude, but you didn't want it to be as light as Myth, then maybe go for Peach Stock, which is just the end one here. Then we have Yash. Yash is a matte one, which just looks like this. And this is just Yash on the end. Like I said, a lot darker than the other ones. But I wouldn't mind it because it would be a matte one, you know that you could wear it by itself. We've got another matte one. This one's in the shade Really Me. Not really one that I reach for that often. But then I don't really reach for mattes all that much either. This is what it looks like. This one definitely has more of a purpley kind of undertone to it. You can definitely see that in the actual swatch itself. So it's this end one over here. Then we have Angel. Angel's a frost lipstick. I've wanted Angel for so long. I don't know what it was. It just I used to always get put off by buying it. And I don't know why, because whenever I saw, like, I used to always Google or go on Pinterest at like MAC lipstick combinations, and Angel was always one that people would use. So I don't know why it took me so long to buy it. So this is what Angel looks like. Angel is beautiful. Angel's very more on the pink family, as you can totally tell. Anyway, so that is what Angel looks like. You can see compared to the other nudes that she is a lot more on the pink tone, but more so, I don't know, maybe a bit more warmer than the other ones. We have two more that didn't actually fit into my container, and the first one is the Powder Kiss lipstick. This is the Sultry Move one. And I'm just going to literally swatch this at the top of my arm here. It's a really weird formula, this one, with it being like a Powder Kiss one. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't used it enough. The actual texture of the bullet itself is a little bit different too, but I don't really know how I feel about it. And then the last but certainly not least one is MAC Velvet Teddy, the one that made Kylie Jenner's lips go. This is a matte one again. I actually wore this yesterday. I don't think, did I? Oh yeah, I did film a video yesterday. It was my, what did I film yesterday? It was the unboxing of the Latest in Beauty Hello box, which will have gone up on Wednesday, the week that you're watching this. So you'll be able to see that combination on that video as well. But I really do like Velvet Teddy. But again, it's not really one that I reach for all that often, because I'm just really into my more nudes, like my more nudes with my darker lip liner. I don't know what it is at the moment, but I'm just absolutely loving it. I think it's because it makes my lips look a bit more defined as well, a bit more plump and a bit more 3D. I don't know, but that is all of my beautiful nude lipsticks from MAC. I think that's everything. I don't think I've got any in my handbag or anywhere like that. If I do, I'll have to like do an update video, because no doubt my collection will continue to grow. Anyway, if you have any ones that you would recommend, or any lip liners that you'd recommend that go nicely with any of my collection, please leave some comments down below, because I'm always up for suggestions. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for a brand new video at 6 o'clock oh my god, 6 o'clock UK time. I think it's time I had some of my coffee, because I made this before I started filming and I've not had any yet. So I'm going to have my coffee in my little Lion King cup from Disneyland Paris. And I love you so much. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Goodbye.